Today we delve into the life of Tippu Tip, a controversial figure in African history. Born Hamad bin Muhammad el-Murjabi around 1832 in Zanzibar, Tippu Tip's life was marked by his significant impact on the regions now known as Tanzania and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Tippu Tip was born into a family of mixed Afro-Arab descent in Zanzibar, an island off the coast of East Africa. His father, Muhammad bin Juma, was a prosperous trader, and his mother was of African heritage. From an early age, Tippu Tip was exposed to the world of commerce and trade, which were the lifeblood of Zanzibar's economy. The island was a bustling trade hub, dealing in various commodities, including spices, ivory, and sadly, human lives. Growing up, Tippu Tip was heavily influenced by his father's business dealings. As a young man, he started his trading ventures, participating in expeditions into the African interior. These expeditions were fraught with danger, involving long treks through hostile territories. However, they were highly lucrative, particularly in the ivory trade, which was in great demand in Europe and America. Tippu Tip's rise to power was marked by his strategic acumen, charismatic leadership, and ruthless business practices. By the mid-19th century, he had established himself as one of the most powerful traders in East and Central Africa. His influence extended deep into the Congo Basin, where he controlled vast territories. One of Tippu Tip's significant achievements was his ability to forge alliances with local African chiefs. These alliances were often secured through a combination of diplomacy, marriage, and military might. By aligning with local leaders, Tippu Tip ensured the smooth operation of his trading network and minimized resistance to his activities. Tippu Tip led several military expeditions to expand his influence and secure his trading routes. These expeditions often involved violent confrontations with rival traders and local communities. He commanded a formidable force of armed men, including mercenaries from various ethnic groups. His military prowess and strategic use of force helped him consolidate his power and establish a monopoly over the ivory and slave trades in the region. Tippu Tip's involvement and collaboration in the slave trade is perhaps the most controversial aspect of his legacy. During the 19th century, the demand for slaves was high, particularly for labor on plantations in the Middle East and the Americas. Tippu Tip capitalized on this demand, becoming one of the most prominent slave traders in East Africa. Tippu Tip's operations involved the capture, transport, and sale of enslaved Africans. His expeditions into the interior often resulted in the capture of large numbers of people, who were then forced to march to the coast under brutal conditions. Many did not survive the journey due to the harsh treatment, disease, and exhaustion. The impact of Tippu Tip's slave trading activities on local communities was devastating. Entire villages were raided, and countless individuals were torn from their families and homes. The social and economic fabric of the affected regions was severely disrupted, leading to long-lasting consequences that are still felt today. Beyond his role as a trader, Tippu Tip also held significant political power. In the latter part of his life, the Sultan of Zanzibar appointed him governor, a testament to his influence and capabilities. In the 1880s, King Leopold II of Belgium appointed Tippu Tip governor of the Stanley Falls district in the Congo Free State. His role was to oversee the administration of the territory and facilitate trade. However, his governorship was marked by continued involvement in the slave trade despite increasing international opposition to the practice. Tippu Tip's relationship with European powers was complex. On one hand, he collaborated with them to expand his trading empire. On the other hand, he was wary of their growing influence in Africa. His interactions with European explorers and colonial administrators were often marked by mutual distrust and conflicting interests. Tippu Tip's legacy is a subject of intense debate. While some view him as a successful and influential trader who played a significant role in the history of East and Central Africa, others condemn him for his involvement in the slave trade and the suffering he caused. From a historical perspective, Tippu Tip's life provides insight into the complexities of African and Arab interactions during the 19th century. His activities reflect the intricate web of trade, politics, and conflict that characterized the era. He was a product of his time, operating within a system driven by the demands of global commerce and the exploitation of human labor. Modern reassessments aim to provide a balanced view of his life, acknowledging both his impact on trade and the atrocities he committed. Understanding his story is essential in recognizing the full scope of history and its lasting impacts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more historical explorations.